So we got a 2013 Ram 1500 Sport here, and I got an issue with the steering. It had been kind of intermittent over the past year, but now I figured out what it was, and we're going to be replacing it. So originally it was an issue with the steering. It still is. So right now, as you can see, there's some like loose play in here, so there's kind of like a hard stop on either side, right? But I can still turn it, but you can hear that there's a bit of play. So when I'm doing this, there's no steering at all until I get over the hump. Before, when it first started, it was kind of like a hard point, and you have to go and pop it to get over it. And say you're making a left turn, you let go for the wheel to come back around, it'd stick there, so you'd have to bring it back over. So what it is the lower intermediate shaft. I'll put in a video of what it looked like before. How the looseness is on it, but as you can see, it's right in here. So it's a little bit it's all white and kind of gunky right now because as you can see, we're on the driver's side here. And then now looking down into it, there's the steering shaft coming out, and then that is the problem joint right there. It's called the lower intermediate shaft, and it's that joint. So in that joint, there's a lot of play, and that's what you're seeing on the steering, the video of the steering. So we'll be taking that out today, and it extends down into there. So my understanding of it is you got to have to both access it from the top and from the bottom. We'll be taking the front driver wheel off, and then I'll try and get you some videos of that too. So here we are under the truck, got it all jacked up. So this is the bottom view of what we were looking at. So there's that knuckle. Turn the brightness down there. So you got two bolts there, and then one up there. You can't really see it. Anyways, they're both 13 mil. And if I can try and show it to you a bit better, what the looseness looks like is, try and turn this here. See how there's that play in there? I mean, the truck's not on, so the power steering's not working, but there's a lot more looseness in there when the truck is on. So yeah, so we're gonna be taking off that bolt, and then the bolt up here. They're both 13 mil, and I've been pre-lubing them all week, so hopefully they'll be coming out easy. Just another view from the top here is the joint. So that's the other 13 millimeter, the top bolt, and then both of the top and bottom, the bolt goes through, I guess what it's called is like a pinch coupling or something like that. So I'm just kind of marking right here. You see that line where that where the two sides of the coupling come together, where the bolt goes through. So when I'm aligning afterwards, it'll be a little bit easier. And I did a similar thing on the bottom. There's a boot down there as well. Okay, we got the part out. Here's the bottom, and then where it came from the top is up there. We got the top out first and the bottom. Both of them are 13 mil bolts. And then here's the view of the steering column down. And now we have our new part and our old part. So as you can see, the old part is rightfully gone bad. It's very loose in the one direction, but it's fine in the other. So we were able to get it out. The top bolt came out fine, but the bottom bolt, as you can see, we sheared it off. The head of the bolt came out, so we ended up drilling out and drilling out and drilling out and prying it open until we were finally able to pound it out when there was just a little sliver of screw left, you can see there. So now we're gonna never seize the parts here, and then wait for the bolts to come in. So this is the replacement component that I got for the lower intermediate steering shaft. So it's by Dorman steering shaft, and this is part number 425280. And then they don't send you replacement bolts, so I had to buy bolts separately. I ended up getting them from a Dodge dealership, so call around, see if anybody's got them. But you need two. They come with thread lock, and the part number is 06506950AA. Well, we got the new bolts in, all installed up, brand new part, brand new intermediate steering shaft. So, yep, got it here, got it in, torqued all the spec. Again, like I anti-seized the male end of that fitting, I guess you'd call it. And then there's Loctite on the bolts already. These bolts are both supposed to be, from what I found, spec to or torque to about 30 foot-pounds each. I couldn't get the thing to click, but I tightened them up pretty good. I think we're well past 30, so we should be good. So there's the bottom side. And I guess this is kind of like a view of what you can expect to be looking at if you're going to be doing this. And then I'll show you over here. Here's the top end. Got it all squished together, nice and tight. These bolts are a little bit longer on these components, probably just because the design's a little bit different, like thickness-wise, but they're supposed to be direct replacements for what we took out of here. So again, anti-seize on there, and I'm thankful to have a 4-post jack for this to be done, but even then, I got the front tire jacked up, jack stand in case here, and the jack stand in case here. I probably would have been doing this on my driveway on the ground, and it would have been doable for sure, but having this has helped a lot. So hope this helps somebody out there. All the videos that I found were for 2014s, nothing for 2013s, and the difference between 2013 and 14 specifically was, you know, the whole component here. They looked a lot different between the 2 years. So anyways, thanks. You can comment if you have any questions, but this is what you're going to be looking at. We took the wheel well out too, so that's it there. Thanks. To show you a bit better of what was the matter with the old one, so this is the joint, this is the size of the top, and this is the bottom. So as you can see, it goes this way and that way, and then like that. So going front to back the way it is to me now, there's resistance, right, and it stops, but going up and down, there's no resistance at all. So that is just totally worn out, and it should be providing resistance. So that play you saw in the steering wheel was basically me turning until it caught, right? There's like a little bit of play before it engages. So that was the issue with mine. If I would have left it much longer, I'm sure it would have been fully worn out. I mean, it is now, but like catastrophically worn out, and then I'd have been without steering, which is not something you want. So anyways, that's just a little look at more what was the matter with this thing.